Hello everyone and welcome back guys to more Gran Turismo Sport. Yesterday we're here back with more Daily Race C. We've got a good combo this week, so hopefully we won't have to do any of the Manufacturer Series or the Nations Cup. Maybe we'll dive into that nonetheless though. But yeah, this one is Group 4 cars at the Nordschliefe. 2 laps ahead of us here today, so things, yeah, could go very, very interesting. It's also in the night, so yeah, this could get rather spicy rather quickly. Yeah, like I said, we're back in the Huracan. Just my favourite GT Group 4 car. We might have to start trying to use one car more specifically because I have no intentions of ever using this in the Manufacturer Series, as that guy has managed to successfully crash before the start line. Fair play, mate, in your Viper. That is good going. So I mean, we're up 1 spot then as we head onto the first lap of the day. You can see, yeah, full 20 car field though for this one. We are the only Huracan though. So we'll wait and see as to how this goes. Oh, got a lot of understeer as we head in towards turn 1. Just try and get the nose rotated through the first couple of corners. Someone's already picked up a penalty up the road there as we've got an Audi just behind us as we head down the hill. The front wheel drive is always very, very quick, as he's just going to dive me out the way then, apparently. Clearly my guy feeling confident at the start of this race. Either that, or you can use softer tyres than we've put on the car at the start. Maybe, yeah, we'll just struggle throughout a lot of this race. But anyway, down in towards the hairpin. This is, as you've probably already gathered, the 24-hour layout of the Nürburgring. I always just called it the Nordschleife, when really it's not. It's the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. But anyway, you can see, yeah, the Audi really making good progress at the start of this one. So hopefully we can try and capitalise, try and get past the Renault Megane, as well as we head out in towards the next double apex. It's the left-right. You've got a lot of left-rights around the Nürburgring. I do like the GP layout. It just pales in comparison to the Nordschleife. But yeah, maybe, just maybe then, this Audi driver is going to be nice and aggressive. We can just sort of work our way past the cars following him along. I'd like to try and get a top 10. You know, at the moment we're still on the grind for more driver rating. The Manufacturers race we did a couple of days ago, obviously if you missed out on that video, I would definitely recommend going back and checking it out. We did gain a lot from that, so we're up to nearly 20,000 rating here, as we might be able to have a sneak up the inside on towards the Nordschleife. Oh, the Audi wallops the wall. Just saw that on my radar, so that's going to be, we're up another spot then. I'm in a P15 as we head out onto the Nordschleife for the first time of 2 in this race. Going to be just under a 20-minute race, about 18-19 minutes, depending, well, yeah, depending on obviously how quick we all are, as every race is decided by how quick you all are, and that's, of course, it's a timed endurance event, but patience is going to be absolutely key as well around here. You know, you've sort of just got to try and wait for mistakes to come from the guys ahead of you. It's very, very easy on Gran Turismo, just think, you know, the damage model isn't as strict, try and sort of muscle your way through, but it generally doesn't work all too well on this sim nonetheless. Now, can you call it a sim? I don't really know. I think it's close, well, not close enough, but you know what I mean. I'm just digging myself a hole here, where some people are going to hate me no matter what I say, as we head out on towards one of the fastest parts of the circuit. We are still close to the Viper. Supposedly, well, looking at the time trials, is the quickest car this week, the Viper and the Audi, so we'll wait and see as to how this goes. We've got a monumental run though. We'll try and go for anything down in towards here. But the Viper, yeah, seems to be struggling a bit. I get a punt from the Audi behind. There's a lot of contact up the road. We've accidentally sent it. And out of nowhere, triple overtake. Not too sure. Well, I mean, we got 2 places from people bidding each other off, but that was interesting. I think is the word we're going to go with. If we can get past this bimmer, there is actually a little bit of space up in front of him, so maybe, just maybe, we can try and sneak past this guy. God, braking very, very early into there. And that's a 1-second penalty, apparently. We'll have a look to the outside. Keep it on the road. Don't actually know where all the slowdown points are around here, but we're past, at least. Has he got a penalty as well? No, the guy behind him does, so felt that was a little bit unfair for a 1-second penalty. We didn't cost him anything in the process, or at least not that it looked like it cost him anything anyway, but hopefully we can just try and romp away almost into the top 10 here as we head in towards the next time twisty technical section of this lap. I do love the Nürburgring, but it's, I wouldn't say it's lost its charm, but it's certainly gained a different charm in my heart since, you know, I've put literally hundreds of laps in around this track. I do know my way around here. I never sort of have to second guess where the next corner goes at this point. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's the situation we're in at the moment anyways. We are definitely pulling away from the BMW behind us, the Frenchman. But yeah, hopefully we can just stay ahead of him once we've served our penalty. I'm going to guess there's going to be a penalty zone up the back stretch, but we'll wait and see. Just, yeah, 4 seconds to the guys in front. As the Lambo, not too bad on the bumps, as we just get a little bit of grass there out of the next corner. That just goes to show how hard we're pushing at the moment, if anything else. Tyre, though, seems really, really good, so I do wonder, actually, whether there were some better tyres than the racing hards. That would have been quite a newbie error by myself. That's going to be a newbie error as well, as luckily we get away with it. Only lose a few tenths of a second, but it is going to carry on all the way up this back straightaway. The time we've lost, if he gets within 3/4 of a second, he will of course be getting the slipstream as well, as yeah, that's really helped the German and the Brit just in front of us as well here. And we've only lost one car so far. That's quite an achievement around this track as well. Obviously, you normally get a lot of rage. Is already starting to pull away again from the BMW. Right in front, seems to have lost the place to the German. Oh, I think has he binned it? Someone's binned it. It's the German again now, just in front of us. So yeah, he's definitely had a rather big moment as we head down in towards the next couple of corners. Very, very deep on the brakes. He's also in an Audi. It's allowed us to get a nice late apex though, so I guess that's not worked out too badly as we now head in towards the infamous carousel. This guy just taking a bit of a shallower line on the entry. I like to sort of take a bit of a wider line, chuck it in, and then pray that it grips up as you put the power down on the way out. It's now actually the Brit in the Audi just behind us. He's also got a 1 second penalty, so if we stay ahead of him out onto I've forgot the name of the straight all of a sudden. I know where I'm going around here, but I can't remember the name. The Dottinger Hole. I could remember it as well, though. Yeah, as long as obviously we stay ahead of him before we get out there, we will remain ahead of him, unless of course he gets some big slipstream from us. And nonetheless, it's this guy. Wasn't actually trying to look for a move there. Trying to look for no contact. Well, see this guy really, really struggling in his KFC mobile. Fun fact, I've only ever had one KFC in my life. I know a lot of Brits probably think that's going to be really weird, but yeah, I've genuinely only ever had one. It was alright. Can't really say much more than that about it. It was a long time ago as well, but anyway, in towards the next couple of corners. Don't really want to try and line up a move through here, but I sort of want to see if he'll back out at some point. Or we can do that and get a bit of a run. Or he's just going to do that. So, I mean, we're trying. You cannot deny we're trying. At the moment, as he almost puts it in the gravel. So easy to do through there. But only really easy on GT Sport, I tend to find. It's a lot easier on a lot of other games. Just the way sort of the body roll works. And things like that on this game. As you can just see the overspeed we get in towards the next couple of corners, though. But this guy's still holding firm. Just in front. Got another guy with a penalty. He's only got half a second though. But yeah, we've definitely got the pace over this guy. But unfortunately, we're just not going to get any sort of run. Yes, we are, as soon as I say that. Through mini carousel while I look to the inside. In towards the next corner. Nice and calm on the brakes. Clip the inside curb. And yeah, we will have to serve the penalty now as we head out onto the Dottinger Hole. A lot of us with penalties, unfortunately, but I think we needed to make that move just so we can pray we get some slipstream off him. Out this straight. There we go, that's alright. Try and get some slipstream. I don't think it's worked. No, it definitely hasn't. And we've got all the guys behind us as well, closing back in, so certainly been an interesting opening lap here at the Nordschleife. Top guys seem rather quick, though. I'll be honest, as this BMW's definitely got slipstream on us as well. Is it a BMW? Yeah, no, it's a BM. So he's going to be able to rocket past us in towards the next couple of corners. 9:02 for the leader. He's looking tremendously quick at the end of lap 1. Tyre wear not really an issue, as all the BMW. Again, a little bit earlier on the brakes than I was expecting. But hopefully we can stick with him. Maybe try and get a move down in towards the first corner. As, yeah, definitely a top 10 is on here as we head in towards the second and final lap. Here at the Nürburgring, we have got a big run down in towards turn 1. The same can be said for the two battling Germans just up the road. Nice and tiny on the brakes. He wants to try and get a switch back on us, but we were never going to allow that to happen. I think he almost put it in the inside wall through turn 2, but yeah, potentially P8 is on the cards at the moment, but there is still plenty of opportunities for people to make mistakes. Purple through the first sector. As we accidentally just over-rev the engine a bit there, really does affect the braking on this game. It's all about downshifting right at the top of the RPM, but if you do any over, you really do throw away a lot of time for yourself until you can scroll off the speed. But yeah, hopefully we can just stick in the slipstream of these guys in front, who are still battling it out as we head in through the hairpin. Definitely would have been interesting to see how sort of the Audi or the Vibe handled. Maybe we'll do another race around this circuit as well over the course of this week. This has been done on Monday, so we've got plenty of opportunities to do so as well. As, yeah, the German just in front of us almost bins it in the gravel trap. So we just try and keep it nice and tidy. You've got to be smooth with the Lambo. I mean, you've got to be smooth with everything on GT Sport, let's be fair, but the Lambo certainly feels like a car that if you're smooth, you can get you can extract a lot of pace out of it. As well as we head down the next straight. The Audi slipstream train, though, keeping them just in front of us at the moment, but we have got out of the slipstream of the BMW behind. Most have one less thing to worry about. Audi messes up his run, so we should be able to get past him, but he tries to hang the nose there, but completely runs himself wide in towards the next corner, and that's exactly what we need to be doing, just taking the opportunities when they do arise. And now we're back up inside the top 10 here. Got to go for, I said at the start, you don't really want to go for risky moves, but so far we've pulled off a few. There's no denying that. Let's just wait and see if this German is going to make another mistake. Again, obviously, we saw how much quicker we were than him the last lap. Ideally, I don't want to be sat behind him for all too long, as there's actually a lot of guys bunching up just up the road. We'll show the nose. Force him into making a bit of a mistake. Oh, I should have not taken as much curb there. We could have got a big run off the corner, but it hasn't worked out for us. I think the German's gone from behind us. Yeah, let's just see if we can get a good run out of here. Maybe get a run down in towards the next couple of quarters. Someone's walloped the arm cone. We have got a big run. Viper just up the road, though. How is he going to affect things? Ricardo's onto him. I'm on the grass. Come on, hold on to it. There we go. Grass overtake, thank you. Sort of, he's still there. Well, back out. No way we're going to be able to hook this up. He's massively overshot that. Dips a wheel on the grass. Surely he's going to run deep. How on earth has he held onto that? Fair play. A couple of big scary moments for the pair of us, but fair play to the young Dutchman, who holds on to the position. And unfortunately, the Audi now has been able to get a good run down the hill. Can we try? We'll again show the nose, but won't be able to go for anything at the moment. That big bump there really does throw the car around. But well to the Nordschliefe. Oh, I thought it was already in second. That's a lot of understeer. Right in front gets a good run off the corner, but luckily we've got a couple of seconds to the guys behind. So things still looking good at the moment. I'm running a -1 brake bar. It's generally sort of my rule of thumb on GT Sport. I like the car, as I've said many times before, on pretty much every sim. I like to get all the braking done and then sort of rotate the car through the corner and then get on the power on the exit. Sometimes it works nicely for me, other times not so much, as all the Viper into the wall. That should be a nice freebie, thank you very much. And we're to P9, as we've got yellow flags out. I'm going to guess that's the guy behind. Still yellow flags. No, it's not, it's the guy in front, so we're on to 8th. Things looking really good for us. Still picking up places at the moment, and they could, if everything went right, a top 5 on the cards here. That, ooh, I must admit, the Lambo, it's doing pretty well around here. Let's be fair, it's not a car in the top 10, it's not generally one of the OP cars on GT Sport, but it's working for us today as F-Type in front. Hits the wall over the bridge. Hopefully now we can try and get a run off the exit of the corner. F-Type move very quick down the stretch, as you can quite clearly see. have a look, show the nose again. But he gets it slowed down nice and tidily. On the outside, obviously, had much bigger braking opportunity in towards that corner. So let's just see then how good the slipstream is up the hill. Audi obviously still just up the road there. I'm going to be a bit gutted if we can't get past him because we were so much quicker than him when we were stuck behind him the last lap. But we'll wait and see. Still a long way to go, so we've now got a big old run on the F-type. Might be able to try and go for something. I'll look to the inside. Thought he's backed out of that. Yes, he has. Is he going to get a run back on us, though? Like I said, that F-type very, very quick, but I don't think he's quite got enough momentum. And now it's a bit of deja vu, stuck behind the KFC mobile once again. But, I mean, there's a big old gap to the top four, though, by the looks of it. So they've already really been able to romp away in this one. Nice run off Carousel. So use the Cal's four-wheel drive really to a big advantage through there. Yeah, this could be very, very close as long as obviously none of us make a mistake, none of us get a penalty. Between myself, the Dodge and the Audi. Up against the OP wagons. Oh, the Audi. Again, very, very wide through there. This time round, we'll slip up the inside. He tries to hold the nose, but we get the move done. And we're up another spot. Could we get 5th from, what was it, I think 17th on the grid at the start of this one? What a turnaround that would be. Or on a track you can't overtake at. 12 places in 2 laps around the Nordschliefe. Would be very, very happy with that one. Indeed. But again, we need to try and take about another half second out of him before we even get to the Dottinger hole. I'll keep it tidy. Get the run. Viper definitely seems to be struggling. Still going purple at the moment. Not lost much time actually to the leaders this lap, so I think we have slowly got into a good rhythm. And now it's just a case of sit behind him until we get out onto the back straight. And then really just trying to make any sort of move work we can. But timing it as well. You can see he's slow off the exit of the corner. Also got to be careful that we keep the 1.5 second gap to the guys behind. So again, you can just sat behind him. That massive Dodge rear wing. I think he knows what we're trying to do though as well. He's definitely aware of it. Otherwise going defensive into there. I mean, we did pull off a move there last time. But certainly not going to be able to do it unless he makes a mistake. And as we head out onto the back straight, now's the moment of truth! Oh no, no, no! Oh, I was going so well, come on. That's heartbreaking. Come on, get the slipstream. We're not even going to get the slipstream. Oh man! Gutted with that, completely forgot about just how lethal that inside curb can be. This guy behind might be able to get a good run on us as well now. So it might barely be a top 10 at the end of this one. But that is heartbreaking. What a way to make a mistake right towards the end of this race. This guy's going to be able to get a run on us. We're not going to fight it to begin with, but we are going to try and come back at him. Leaders have crossed the line. We'll have some slipstream from you, Mr. Viper. See if we can try and get a move back down the other way. See just how big the draft is. Oh, we're there. He was having absolutely none of that. Come on, hold on to it, hold on to it. Don't lose top 10. Oh, it's all gone pear-shaped right at the end. People are turning in on me. People are giving me no room. Not happy with the Dutchman there at the end, I'll be honest, but he was looking so good. We were on for 5th, and we come through for P12. That is heartbreaking at the end there. Yeah, we could have been close to fastest lap, I think. Only a couple of seconds off in the end, but it is a Viper that wins ahead of a fleet of TTs, another Viper, another TT. And yeah, we were really mixing it with the big boys there in that one, but a heartbreaking way to end our first race of the week. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Thank you all so much for watching nonetheless. We did certainly have a lot of fun in that one. And yeah, we will definitely be back with more racing from Daily Race C.